Okay, Jen, do you mind to admit all?
Right, admitting.
Welcome, everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a great week. Awesome. I see a whole bunch of familiar names. I love it. Hey, thank you all so much for joining us today. I know your time is really valuable. We are going to not waste it today. But we're so happy that you're here. And for about the next 100 minutes, if you can spare that long to be with us, I hope that you get awesome information directly from some really, really cool employers. Welcome to 50 Strong. My name is Candy Tillman. I run the day-to-day for 50 Strong. Many of you, hopefully I'm already connected to on LinkedIn. I'll drop my information if not, but again, we really appreciate you being here. 50 Strong is a collaborative industry-led effort, and our goal is simply to try to give you as many direct connections to military-ready employers as possible, and then get the fudge out of the way. So with that, I want to thank Johnson & Johnson, Amazon, Wells Fargo, Tech Systems, Cushman & Wakefield, John Deere, Verizon, Lowe's, ADP, Fiserv. Thank you all so much for making this possible. We're so happy to have all of these companies here with us today. All right, before we get started, Zoom 5.3.0 or later is necessary in order for you to move yourself into the breakout rooms. Each of our employer partners will be hosting their own breakout room, and we want to make sure that you can move yourself however you need. If you're not sure what version of Zoom you're running, maybe go ahead and check it out, especially if you've not been here before. Check it out, and then we can admit you. Speaking of, I'm going to launch a quick poll. If y'all can give me a little bit of feedback, that will determine if Kevin and I talk for 5 minutes or for 8 minutes. So give us some feedback. And again, we're so happy that you're here today. All right, a little bit about what we do. We run 3 series of events. For those of you that may not have joined us before, I just want to give you a quick overview of what we do in case this is helpful. And it looks like almost 70% of you are joining us for the first time. So thank you all so much for being here. Okay, so we run 3 series of events. 2 of them are for military affiliated job seekers, and 1 of them is for employers that are working hard to hire military affiliated job seekers. Today's event is part of our 50 Strong EmployerConnect, and this is for all military affiliated job seekers, active duty, guard, reserve, separated, spouses, student veterans. This is for everybody. And the reason for that is because employers have pathways and they want to share those pathways. We also run 50 Strong SkillBridge Connect, which is just for active duty service members looking for SkillBridge opportunities. Our next one of those is coming up soon. So we'll drop information for how you can get latest and greatest news on that. We also run 50 Strong Industry Connect. Here's what I want y'all to know. Employers are asking every single day, how do we hire more strong military talent? Our goal is to help employers share best practices among each other, because what we hope is that then opens up more opportunities for you to explore. So I wanted to share a little bit about that. As far as our events, we do have a 50 Strong app that you can download if you'd like, just for easier access to all of our events. For today, all the companies that you see here are now with us. For the most part, they all have military talent leads who are specifically seeking your skills with us. Each of them will be hosting their own breakout room. So my hope is that this is a really good opportunity to pick their brains about the civilian hiring process, to understand about their pathways, and to build relationships. I'm going to take a quick look at the poll. It looks like 67% of you are joining us for the first time. About half of you are still on active duty. Half of you are E7 or below. And almost 10% of you are OCONUS. So thank you all so much for being here. All right, we'll end that. All right. Couple quick housekeeping things since there are so many people here for the first time. Y'all, we have 266 people in this meeting. It could shut down, right? A lot could go wrong. We once had a Lady Gaga Zoom bomber. It happens. If we accidentally shut down the entire meeting, please just rejoin and we will keep going. And again, thank you all so much. If we do have technical difficulties, I will be the first to apologize and blame it on my husband, whom you'll meet in a second. Real quick, we know that navigating civilian employment can be complicated. We also believe that a warm connection and direct exposure to industry partners now can make a really big difference. That is what we're all here for. My friend Kyle Shipp explained 50 Strong in this way, and we hope that you feel that. It's like hanging around a campfire with friends. This is casual. We're all here for the same purpose, so please know that we are all here kind of working together. If you are active duty, about 50% of you are. Before you transition, it's a pretty darn good time to get this exposure to industry partners, so we thank you for joining us. For those of you that may be student veterans, you're in an extended transition, and so we certainly encourage you while you're in school to be engaging with some of these employers. A note about these employers. Every single employer that's here today actively seeks your skills, and they have invested time and energy and really awesome people to help make that possible. Maybe one of them is a great fit for you, maybe not. Either way, what we hope is that the exposure helps to give you tools for your job search. If you are here today and you heard about 50 Strong from your education partner, I'd love to hear about it in the chat. We work closely with many higher ed partners. For about the half of you that come out of the military that go into higher ed as you're going to civilian employment, I want you to know how much we appreciate if you did hear about this from your school, because it means that they are leaning into your career readiness. Yes, Theta Johnson, roll tide. All right. All right, I'm going to stop my screen share. We are going to be together for about 15 minutes more. Before we open the breakout rooms, I want you to have a chance to hear from some of our closest employer partners. Before we do that, I'd also like to introduce my husband, Kevin. So Kevin, 70% of the folks that are here are new and don't know anything about us. Would you mind to share for a couple of quick minutes about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Cam. Thank you, everybody, for attending. I just make the joke. So I'm kind of Candy's inspiration for getting this thing going, because my transition was such a shit show, going from the military and getting a job.
For the record, he cursed before I did today.
That's true. That's probably the first time that's happened ever. So it was really difficult. And luckily, Candy helped me out back in the day. I was at 275 Ranger Battalion. I had a college degree, although it was a philosophy degree. So some of you might argue that it wasn't a degree for getting a job, but I had one. And I just didn't understand the market. I didn't know how to get a job. I just didn't know what to do. I felt like a total imposter even trying. So it's very awkward. So the fact that you have these employers showing up and you guys are all here to connect with these employers is just extremely helpful to just get started. As Candy mentioned, you may not, chat with someone like, oh, this is the perfect job, and they connect and you're good in 5 hours. That's really not what we're looking for, is just slowly get engaged with these employers and you'll understand better. It's just, I didn't know what was out there. I didn't know what jobs, I didn't know what requirements. I would have taken anything, and it's just tough when you get out. You don't realize that once you get out, it's like, I'll be fine. That just wasn't the case. So the fact that you're here is a huge step, and just grateful that you're here and grateful for the employers and for Candy getting everybody together, so you don't run into the problem that I had. So excited to have you guys here today. Is that good? We had time.
Thank you. No, we're good. So here's the thing. When Kevin transitioned, employers weren't doing the things that employers are doing today. That's the really, really amazing news. And I hope you take away today that employers are making effort. With that, Tiffany, Tiffany Doherty is with Johnson & Johnson. Tiffany, do you mind to say hello and share a little bit about what J&J is doing?
Yeah, I'll be quick. And folks, I have to say, I'm not going to be able to stay for the breakout. And I love these events. So I hate saying that, but I'm just going to keep putting in the chat until I go how to reach me and how to learn about our programs. And love to hear from you after this. But yeah, I'm Tiffany Doherty. I'm part of the lower enlisted mafia of E4 alum. I'm an Army vet. I'm also a Navy brat. It's my dad's shadow box behind me, and I'm a former special ops spouse. So wherever you're coming from, I get it on some level. And listen, my main message is we're thriving in companies. This is not charity. I get to convince Johnson & Johnson every day. The people from the military community make our business stronger. And thanks for being part of that narrative. We do have a few dedicated hiring tracks. So again, you can see that on our veterans career site, which I keep posting here. We have a couple of leadership development tracks, especially if you're in college. We actually have lots of functional development tracks that if you look outside of which is dedicated to veterans, lots of internships, but we also have a SkillBridge offering. And we look at roles across our business for SkillBridge. And we have a sales pathway and actually a couple of sales programs that really look at veteran talent to get into either pharmaceutical or great fields of med tech sales. So if you haven't thought of us, Johnson & Johnson, the world's most diverse healthcare company, we are not just Band-Aids. We are everything from contact lenses to robotic heart surgery equipment to some of the most leading edge cancer treatments out there in research. So we hope you'll come be part of this mission. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Tiffany. Next up, from a company that you may not have heard of before, but if you're on LinkedIn, you might have actually. This team is killing it. From Cushman & Wakefield, Jamie McCall, how are you?
Hey, Candy. Thank you. Hey, everyone. Welcome, and thanks so much for joining us. My name is Jamie McCall, and I lead our SkillBridge program here representing Cushman & Wakefield. I'm also an Army National Guard veteran, and I'm joined here today by my colleague, Billy Flagg, who is actually a product of the SkillBridge program. And he actually works and assists veterans as well as military spouses for full-time direct hiring. But if you're wondering who in the world is Cushman & Wakefield, well, we are one of the largest global commercial real estate companies. We facilitate the sales, the leasing, the purchasing of anything commercial property that is not a government infrastructure, like a residential house or a highway. We manage condos and apartments, even the New England Patriots Stadium, the Tennessee Titans Stadium are properties that we manage. We have the largest footprint here in the United States, but we have over 400 offices in 60 countries and over 50,000 employees. Some of the roles that we hire for both SkillBridge as well as full-time include property administrators, maintenance and engineering, facilities, construction project management, as well as corporate roles like finance, accounting, and HR. We have openings from West Coast to East Coast and lots of pockets in the middle, including even some remote roles. So feel free to join Billy and I in our breakout rooms. Look forward to learning more about you and talking to you more about our opportunities, the process, timing, and preparation. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Jamie. Great to have you all here. From Verizon, Stephen, how are you?
Hi, Candy. So my name is Steve Weston. I also have my team member, Brandon Archer, with me today. I am a product of SkillBridge as I retired last year, and now I am part of the military recruitment team, and I recruit SkillBridge veterans and military spouses. So we are here to support veterans and spouses in obtaining employment in the world's second largest telecom company for various roles across the business. We are a top 3 employer with hiring our heroes and a top 3 military friendly employer for the last 5 years. We currently have 8,000 plus veterans and spouses within our business, and you can find our currently advertised direct hire roles on the Verizon careers page, which I'll be sharing in the chat. Thanks, Candy.
Thank you, Steve. We're so happy that you're here. Brandon, thank you for being here as well. From Wells Fargo, John, how are you?
Great, if I could get myself off mute. Thank you, Candy. So my name is John Axtell. I'm a retired Marine. I've been here at Wells Fargo for about 6 years, and I help run our military apprenticeship program. And then I'm also here today excited to talk with everybody in our breakout rooms about different opportunities we have through vet internships, our CIP program, and obviously our military apprenticeship program, which we just launched a huge cohort of requisitions out there too. Super excited to talk to everybody about, but just super happy to always be here and help out and big shout out to Katie Strong for allowing us to always be here. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, John. Appreciate you being here. From Tech Systems, Mike Powers, did I see you pop in?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah. How are you, Mike?
I'm good. Hey, everybody. My name is Mike Powers. I run our Veterans Disabilities programs here at Tech Systems. We're the largest IT staffing company. I am retired Army Aviation since we're sharing that info, but I've been here at Tech Systems for 25 years, and we have positions in technology. We hire about 33,000 people in technology each year and have them working out at all the Fortune 1000 companies doing work. And we have skill bridge roles for sales, recruiting, HR, legal, finance, and then we have select skill bridge positions for technology roles, depending on what we get going. So I'd be happy to share that information in the breakout room, and we look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, Mike. Great to see you. From Fiserv, Seth, I'm handing it to you, right, Seth?
Yep, as long as I can get my mic working.
You sound good right now.
Awesome. Nice. Hi, my name is Seth Peterson, and I am with Fiserv. I am also here with Rochelle Moon, my teammate. And so Fiserv, we are a financial tech company, and we're probably one of the largest financial tech companies that you may have never heard of. Pretty much anytime you're moving money from A to B or checking your bank account, paying bills, you're most likely using one of our softwares. So what are we looking for? We are looking for software development, engineering, sales, tech. If you are in any of those fields, finance, also product management, PMP folks, everything down to call centers and sales. So we have a wide array of things that we're looking for. And we just opened our new location in Berkeley Heights, New Jersey, 428,000 square foot financial tech massive center. So we are always looking for things like that. So please come and join us in our breakout room, and we will love to talk to you about financial tech.
Awesome. Seth made such a great point about companies that you may not have heard of. Listen, y'all, I've been in corporate for 20 years, and there's companies popping up every day that I've never heard of. So please definitely take this opportunity to explore. John Deere is a company that you probably have heard of, but they may be doing some cool stuff that you weren't aware of. Cassie, thank you so much for being here today.
Hey, Candy, thanks for having me. Everyone that's on the call, thank you so much for your service and for joining the event today. My name is Cassandra Glebzinski. I get to serve as one of the military outreach coordinators for John Deere. I'm an active duty Army wife, so I'm washing a lot of camo. I'm a mom of 3, so I wash a lot with that camo, and I'm a passionate advocate for the military community, and I get to work for one of the most amazing military-friendly companies that there is. You may be aware of John Deere being a leader in agriculture across the globe, but you may not be aware that we're also an industry leader in forestry, construction, and in technology. So we currently have opportunities in operations, skilled trades, machining, assembly, technicians, supply management, logistics, IT, finance, and accounting, and a whole lot more. But we want to make this really easy for you. I'm going to drop in the chat, and I've been dropping it. So, but if we have a virtual contact card available via that link, so if you could click that, hop in. If you select the dealership side, we do have over 3,000 dealerships within the United States. They are all hiring for at least one position, and we have a dealership that is commutable from every single military installation within the continental US. That's a shout out to you spouses. We'll train you. We love you. We're also an approved DoD SkillBridge industry partner. We would love to have you be a part of our mission of helping farmers and infrastructure workers feed and shelter the world. So I will be over in the John Deere breakout room. And thank you so much, Candy.
Thank you, Cassie. Great to see you. From Amazon, Carrie Ann Gonzalez. Carrie, how are you?
Hi, thank you, Candy. Hi, everyone. Well, first, I don't know if everyone saw Candy's LinkedIn. So if you want a good throwback Thursday, you can go see a good picture of her and Kevin, which I thought was great because it ties into Kevin's story. I love it. I think we should have a picture on every Thursday, but that's just my thought of it. Hi, everyone. I'm Carrie Gonzalez. I sit on the Global Military Affairs team here at Amazon. I'm sure those of you who know Bo Higgins with all the fancy jackets, he is my boss. We are hiring still. Yes, Amazon did just go off on a huge hiring freeze and layoffs, but we still are hiring for very specific positions. We have an entire operations team that only hires external military candidates. We have an entire AWS military team that is still hiring. So come jump into my breakout room. I will have to jump at the top-ish of the hour just to grab my kids off the bus. But I will be here for the rest of that time. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Carrie. Great to see you, and we appreciate you being here. From Fortune 5 United Health Group, Barbara, how are you?
Hi, Candy. Thanks so much. So I am here representing United Health Group. I am a Navy veteran myself. I retired out of the SkillBridge program in September 2021. I got to come through UHG's SkillBridge program, and now I get to run it. So a lot like Billy and others. So we are a Fortune 5 healthcare company. We also have, many of you have heard of United Healthcare as the insurance side, but we also have an entire healthcare business, healthcare delivery business in Optum. And then of course, United Health Group is the corporate side of our company. So we have the ability to place candidates throughout our entire 380,000 employee corporation. And we are not just healthcare, we are business operations, finance, project management, customer service, technology, and then of course, clinical and patient care delivery. So we like to say we are as big as the Air Force, and Air Force is not just pilots. So please come join us in our breakout room. Let us know what you're looking for. We are directly hiring for several roles. Over 5,000 roles are open today in our external career site. And we also have a very good SkillBridge program that we are continuing to place candidates in every day. So come join us.
Awesome, Barbara. Thanks for being here, Barbara. Last but not least, Mike Piper from Lowe's Companies.
Thanks, Candy. Hey, everybody. I'm Mike Piper. I run our military recruiting and engagement team here at Lowe's. E4 veteran that was a mechanic and now is in HR. So I always tell everybody, if you can figure out how the heck I did that, please let me know, because I don't know how I did it. But you may have heard of us or been to our stores. But what I'll say is, yes, we have 2,000 locations across the country. You get to enjoy your military discount at our stores, but we have a lot more than just store associates that help us here at this company. We have pilots on staff. I have FEMA certified individuals, nurses, buyers. We just hired a strategic sourcer or strategic individual from the military to look at our business and the strategy that we look at from some opportunities in our pro division. So we have tons of different opportunities across the board. We also have SkillBridge. Our SkillBridge focuses in on our store role specifically, but new cohort starts every first Monday of the month, and you can do it at any of our locations across the United States. That includes Alaska and Hawaii. So if you are an outdoorsy person and want to be in Alaska, we'll place you in Alaska. Well, it's okay. We also have opportunities for student veterans through our internship program, as well as a few other programs that we can explain more inside our breakout room, as well as for military spouses, as we have a transfer policy for our military spouses. So anytime you get PCS orders because your significant other decides they want to go somewhere else and have fun, we will move you between stores or move you between locations or put you remote either way. So tons of opportunities. I have a saying that as long as you're not a nuclear engineer, there's probably a role for you here at Lowe's. And even if you are a nuclear engineer, there's a role for you here at Lowe's. It's just not in nuclear engineering. And we definitely have a ton of roles open. We'll be hiring over 20,000 people in this first part of the year for our spring hiring season. So it is our busiest season when it comes to hiring across the United States, as everybody gets their mulch and beautifies the outdoors and gets ready for the barbecues and grilling out. So we're preparing now for that. So myself, I'll be in the breakout for a little bit, but Rebecca Medlin will also be there as well to be able to answer questions. So stop on by and see a little bit about careers at Lowe's.
Thank you so much, Mike. Hey, y'all, I hope that sorry, I shared the wrong thing. I hope that what you've just heard and what you're taking away from what you've just heard from these 8 companies is these are awesome companies that are leaning in to get you into their companies. But here's the great news. You will have an opportunity today to talk to these companies directly and more. So are y'all seeing my PowerPoint? Kev, can you confirm? Anybody?
Yes,
okay,
good to go.
We're going to open the breakout rooms. You have 1 hour. All the companies that you see down here are here joining us, and they're going to each be hosting their own breakout room. Reminder, Johnson & Johnson will not have their breakout room today. Tiffany does need to run for an emergency, but everybody else, every other employer is going to be hosting their own breakout rooms. Y'all, these are some of the best employers in this country. I've personally worked for 2 of them, and we're so happy to give you a chance to talk to them. The breakout rooms will be open for 1 hour. Employers, please stay in your room. Attendees, you can move yourself in and out of the breakout rooms as you wish. What we will do is we will send a 15-minute reminder. So you'll have at 15, 30, 45 minutes, you'll have reminders just where we are, so that if you want to use that time to move yourself, you can. If you want to stay with 1 employer for the full hour, you can. If you want to go to 10 employers during that time, this is your time. Each employer is going to run their breakout room a little bit differently, so please keep that in mind. We'll come back here to wrap up, and I have some giveaways. So I'm going to give you a heads up now. The way you're going to be able to get some of our giveaways is thinking about what are the things that you're learning from these employers while you're here today. So be thinking about that. Couple of friendly reminders. There are now 300 plus of you here with us. There is no way I can help get you connected to the right people after this phone call, after this Zoom call. Please make sure you know how to manage your follow-ups. Also, this event is not for B2B pitching of these employers or for pitching to service members that are here or veterans. This event is for the participating employers and the job seekers that are here attending. Please be respectful. Couple of things that may help you, and I'm dropping this in the chat now. Each of these employers have shared their key pathways with us. These are on our website, and I've also dropped the link for you. If you want to use that to help you pick your breakout rooms, great. This lives on our website 24/7, so don't let these events be a bottleneck. Use that whenever you can. The ones in yellow are here today. Also, if you're active duty looking for SkillBridge, there are 5,000 SkillBridge opportunities at the city level now on the 50 Strong website. About 1,500 of those have been updated in the last 48 hours. So if this is helpful, please feel free to use it. All right. I am going to open breakout rooms. For those of you that have been with us before, please go ahead and let yourself into the breakout room of your choice. Employers, if y'all could go ahead and move into your breakout room, that would also be great. If you're not sure how to move yourself into a breakout room, stay with me. We'll talk about that. But I do want to let everybody else go ahead and get situated that has been here with us before. So I'm going to take a quick look to make sure all the employers are able to get into their breakout rooms. All right. Fun fact for those of you that don't know, this is my most nervous part of the entire event. So I just want to make sure that everything is working. Hi, Mike McCoy. Thanks for joining us. All right. Looks like the breakout rooms are working. If you are new to Zoom, I'm going to share with you how you can move yourself into the breakout rooms. I'm going to again drop in here some links that you can use to help you pick your breakout rooms if you'd like. Okay, but moving into the breakout rooms, there's a button probably at the bottom or the top of your screen that says breakout rooms. You're going to hit that button, and then you'll see a list of all the breakout rooms that are here today. These are all hosted by the employers that are here. You can move yourself into any one of those rooms by clicking the join button. And the number that you'll see there tells you how many people are currently in the room. So that may help you make some decisions. The employers are going to stay in their rooms, and then y'all, service members, veterans, spouses, student veterans, you can move yourself in and out of the breakout rooms. When you're ready to leave a room, just click leave room. That'll connect you into the main room, and then you can pick another breakout room. All right, so I'm going to take a quick peek to see how many people are still with us in the main room. So about 80 of you are still with us in the main room. If you are not seeing the breakout room button or you're not able to move yourself, it probably just means that you're not on the latest version of Zoom. What we can do is we can manually move you. So if you are having trouble moving yourself into a breakout room, I want you to type in your name and the room you're trying to move into the chat, and we can manually move you.
Everybody should type in Verizon at that point.
Who was that? Oh, I might. All right. All right, so I'm going to take a quick peek. It looks like there's about 40 of you left here with us. Kaylin. Yes, Kaylin, we have you. Okay. All right, anybody else that needs help moving into a breakout room, please use the chat. Hi, David.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I gotta go to my breakout room.
Oh, sorry. I just want to say hello.
I just wanted to say hello too. I'm not going to Verizon. Okay?
You're not going to Verizon. All right. See you soon, David.
All right. Take care.
All right. Antoinette, thank you so much for being here. Antoinette, were you able to move yourself into a breakout room, or do you need help?
Can I get some help on going to a breakout room?
Sure.
I'm not really particular.
Resume my recording with you for the last couple of minutes that we have together. Hi, John. Hey, John, how was the Wells Fargo room?
Awesome. A lot of great questions. Just a lot of really good stuff. So no, thank you. It was great.
Love it. Love to hear it. All right. For those of you that are joining us back, hey, I want to say thank you so much for being here. The highest number I saw joining us today was about 305, but we had a lot of folks that came in late, and it's hard for me to keep up with the exact numbers, but we will take a look after we end. I have a feeling this may have been our biggest one. We'll see. So for those of you that are here with us and patiently navigating the breakout rooms, we're so happy that you joined us. I want to wrap up just with a couple of quick things, and then we'll talk about our giveaways. All right. Please, please, please be proactive from here. The magic happens. Here's how I think the magic happens. The magic happens because all these employers that have been here today have been working so hard to open up really strong employment pathways for y'all to consider. And now they're here to share them with you, and you each had a chance to meet with, I hope, several of these employer partners. The magic happens next, right? When you are owning your next steps directly with these employers and being super proactive from here. My guess is nobody got a job offer today, but my hope is that you got some direction on how to navigate with several of these companies. Please follow up. All right. I promise you, all of these recruiters are also on LinkedIn. I would encourage you to follow them on LinkedIn, engage with their content, follow what their companies are doing, and just use it as an opportunity to grow and learn. If downloading the 50 Strong app is helpful for you, we welcome you to do that. That's a great way to keep an eye out on upcoming events, both for 50 Strong as well as some of our closest partners. And certainly join us anytime. Heads up, we will have some changes to our March and April schedule, so please be on the lookout for that. All right, we have some giveaways today. We are giving away some 50 Strong shirts, up to 10 of them for people that are here with us today. The way you win one of these shirts, the way you get one of these shirts, it's not a win, it's just a get. We're going to send it to you. I want you to post about this event on LinkedIn, but here's really why. I want you to share with us what you learned, right? I want you to share the companies that you met and the folks that are here leading military talent programs that you met, because this does a couple of things. I love hearing what you've learned and the companies that you've directly met with, but it also helps you build relationships. We will pick up to 10 of the most creative or the most insightful, or maybe even the funniest, right? We'll see, of those posts, and we'll send out 50 strong shirts to those folks. If you don't happen to get one, you can always grab one. 100% of the proceeds go to the Oscar Mike Foundation. So again, we'll send out up to 10 of those over the next week and a half or so. If you joined us before and you got a shirt previously, I'm behind, we're on it. I promise, just give me a couple more days and we'll get those to you. All right. When we stop, we value your feedback. I certainly do. I read through every one of the comments that you leave. If you could take 20 seconds to complete the survey when we wrap up the meeting, I'd really appreciate that. I want to say thank you to Johnson & Johnson, Amazon, Wells Fargo, Tech Systems, Cushman & Wakefield, John Deere, Verizon, Lowe's, ADP, and Fiserv for making 50 Strong Employer Connect possible. I want to thank you all for being here. And it is occurring to me that there was one question I forgot to ask. So I'm going to look in the chat. If y'all, I'd love to get feedback on the number of breakout rooms that you popped into today. So I'm going to take a look in the chat. If y'all can just give me a quick idea of the number of breakout rooms you went into. This helps with our planning going forward. So thank you. Oh, wow. 7, I think, is the highest number I just saw. 10, my goodness. Okay. Hey, listen, I hope you all enjoyed this. We always end these meetings at the 40-minute pass mark. We are 3 minutes ahead of time. So I just want to again say thank you to all of you for joining us. I hope you got some great connections and learned about some new pathways. Hector, I see you. Awesome. All right. Are there any other giveaways I should mention? Are there any other giveaways for my employer partners? All right. Okay. Thank you all so much again. We hope to see you back at 50 Strong anytime. The pathways that we shared are available on our website 24/7. And if you're not already getting our email distribution list, please sign up for that. We have a bunch more events that we're about to announce next week. So please stay tuned. Again, thank you all. And that is a wrap.
Hey, Candy.